Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with keto under 20 total carbs. In fact, today my total carbs are 4.8, and I'm having 90 grams of organic baby lettuce from Trader Joe's as my base for my shredded beef. Um, it's a perennial favorite at this house for me, and I love it. Although yesterday I went to Whole Foods, and next week is going to be a pork week. I bought a very thick pork chop, which I will have one night, and I will pan sear it in coconut oil, and then I will slow bake it for the rest of its duration in the toaster oven, so it becomes tender but moist, but not dry, but delicious, but it's got that crispy outside. I love pork chops when I have them. And then I got a pork belly. And I don't know about you guys, but I always used to laugh when I would hear commodities listed pork belly selling for such and such. And I would just go, ew, what is that? Well, now I know. Now I love it. So I will pan sear that in my cast iron pan, and then I will slow cook it and enjoy that next week. But that's next week. So I decided I was only going to weigh myself one time a month, because once a week was just, I don't need the anxiety. I don't need the stress. I don't need the whatever. So, so I weighed myself this morning when I got up, and it's the first time, I think it's even a little bit more than a month, but as I'm taping this, but I weighed 122 even. It is a nice weight. The last time I weighed this was in October, and I was struggling with the 123, 124 range, and so this made me delighted. So I will once again weigh myself next month, and it will be another 7th. It'll be March 7th when I weigh myself. So I like that. The pressure's off. The scale goes away. I'm not drawn. I'm not curious. I'm more interested in the rest of my day, my nice, ordinary day, my nice meal that comes between 2 and 3 in the afternoon, my OMAD, and then I can continue on. It's freeing. I don't know how any of you feel about that. I do know that some people use their waist measurement to determine, what zone they're in. And one woman wrote that she's 1.5 inches less than what her waist measurement would be if she had to go back to tracking. And she just likes tracking so much that she she follows her keto program just so she doesn't have to do that. So I thought that was just adorable. So today, I had talked about not tracking anymore or trying it as an experiment. I'm going to track. I just know I am. I'm a food addict, and it's important that I track and weigh and just have that as a reference point. It takes seconds out of my life. And those seconds that I won't ever get back could be pounds that I will never take off if I don't practice this method. I'd love to think that I could do it without, but alas, I'm a food addict. I know that I have portion distortion, and so yes, I will be tracking, weighing, measuring, and very happy that I'm doing it. It takes no time at all, and I can even do it at work. So, that's my fun there. So yesterday I entertained myself with the vegan to carnivore videos. They're fascinating. Primal Health had one, Frank Tufano had another, and they were both rather long, so that ate up most of my guilty pleasure time. But I do find it fascinating that there's no little weigh-in for keto for a while as they adjust to not having it. And, I'm pretty much carnivore except for those grams of lettuce. That's the only thing that, and what is that, 4.6? And that includes some sour cream in the carbs tally. So today, yes, I'm having 8 ounces of the pork roast, 8 ounces of the pork roast. My calories, beef roast. My calories are 1,386 calories. My protein is perfect, 80.4. That works for me. Carbs, total only, never net, 4.8. And my fats are 103.4. And it is the 8 ounces of the chuck roast on top of 60 grams of daisy sour cream, which has it has 90 grams of the baby lettuce from Trader Joe's on top of that, and then 2 gently fried Pete and Jerry jumbo eggs. And that's my meal. It's exactly like yesterday. And I went to record it yesterday, and I didn't hit the record button. So then when I thought I was turning off what I recorded, it began taping. And I was listening to an interview of a vegan to Carney. And yeah, so that was kind of funny. So that's what's been going on here. The conflict and the skirmish is kind of funny. It's males doing the videos about the vegan part. So it's Primal Health with Tristan. I've been watching Frank Tufano. I watched Primal Health a couple of times. He did a female vegan who's 63 years old, very, very pretty, from Australia. And she was a vegan for a number of years. And, you know, a lot of them talking about the shame and the admonishment that the vegan community gives them as they crawl out of being a vegan. She said her teeth were falling out. She said, you know, the joy now of like biting into beef and chewing it and knowing a tooth isn't going to fall out. That's some serious stuff, isn't it? So I'm happy to be keto. I'm not trendy. You know, I'm not trying things that are out that work for other people, especially if they're 23 and they can drop all this weight. I don't do that. I just do my food every day the way that I like it. And I hope that you're doing your food, your program, the way that you like it. There was a man in AA yesterday, and he's quite the character. And he is quite the character. And he was saying, I do Thomas perfect. I like Thomas. Thomas is perfect, just the way that he is. Is Thomas perfect? No, not Thomas isn't perfect by your standards, but Thomas is perfect for me. And so repeat that in the mirror to yourself, but use your own name, especially if you're a female. I mean, I'm not going to go stand in front of the mirror and say, you know, I do Thomas perfect. I don't. So keto is a wonderful food program that works for me. Carnivore, Carnivish, and other programs, even Weight Watchers, if they work for that person, that's what works for that person. And if they're happy and content, their weight is doing what it's supposed to do, their body composition is doing what it's supposed to do, their lab work is doing what it's supposed to do, then that's what matters, right? I had my labs done a couple of days ago. I can't find, I don't know about you guys, but these are my passwords. And so in here somewhere is the way to get into my virtual medical records at my doctor's office. And I could probably see my blood work now, but I can't figure out how to get back in there. So I'm hoping I can, because I'd like to see what my labs are. I did ask for a copy to be sent to the house too. So that'll be after a year. So then I'll have, I will do the labs of 3 full years of keto. So I'm in my 4th year, but it, you know, when I began, I wasn't doing keto. So this will be my 3rd year of keto only blood work. I'm looking forward to it. And she can put that script pad over there for when she starts in on the, I don't know, that cholesterol. Yeah, well, look at the rest of it, honey. Look at the rest of it. I'm not getting into a debate about that, right? So I'm happy to wake up, know what I'm having. I have my nice little coffee in my no matter what club mug. And I go about my day. It was great having the month off from the scale, though. So if you're a chronic scale person, I know people that weigh themselves every day, And they're totally happy by doing that. And that's a good barometer for them. I think Elwood is a daily weigher. I think Jim from Beating Obesity is too. And I know that Mike from OMAD uses his tape measure. So we all do what we do just to get to the place of being content. Content doesn't mean complacent, so don't ever confuse them. Complacent means it is what it is. I don't care. So what? I had the cake. Oh, well. It was his birthday, and I didn't want to disappoint him, and he kind of said, come on, have some. You're skinny enough. I didn't do any of that. That's complacency. Contentment is knowing that you're doing what you're doing, that your journey is yours and yours alone. You're a turtle, you're a snowflake, you're a pickle. You're not going back to a different plan, especially those that go to carnivore. You don't really see them coming back. And that's a good thing. They're ready for that. It works for them, and I'm happy. And, Tristan from Primal Health, yesterday, he said, I'm keto, but I eat 90% carnivore. And it's like, so do I. 4.6 grams. Actually, it makes my carnivore plan in my keto plan 95%, right? Or is that just me using two types of math? Anyway, it works for me. I don't do the macros. I see what I'm having with the fats and the protein, and I try to keep those at 80, although my fats are higher today. I can't imagine what my fats will be next week with the pork belly. But that's that from here. It's February. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. And we just carry on. These are the months that, we're done. Well, no, we've got one more holiday that, there's CANDY, but we're gonna get through that. We are. I've had my quota, and that's what I like to think. Whenever I think that there may be another bad bite in me, I've had my quota. Come on. If you're a food addict and you binged, you've had your quota. That's how I look at it. So I'm happy to be what I am, doing what I do. And I'm not getting crazy about the scale, but still tracking and weighing, measuring, and enjoying each savory bite. I love the word savory. That would sum up my keto or my carnivish food plan. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, and you know the rest. So thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.